Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Screw Toy action figure review. And today we'll be looking at the S.H.Figuarts The Amazing Spider-Man from Spider-Man No Way Home. And this is one of my most anticipated figures of the year, so I'm very, very excited to review this figure for you guys. I did order this off of Big Bad Toy Store. They shipped it straight from Japan using DHL, and then when it got to the US, they used USPS to ship it. So it did take a while for it to arrive. That's why I'm doing a very, very late review on this. We all know that Big Bad Toy Store usually sends out their imports fairly late compared to everybody else. But enough of me rambling on. Let's get a quick look at the packaging. It is very similar to the Tobey Maguire packaging. Bringing this one in, so you can see it is almost the exact same thing. We even get the same patterns and the same spiders. Actually, is that the same spider? No, I think these are different spiders. These are their respective spiders. But the pattern on the back is the exact same, like the little hexagons in the red and the blue. Exact same thing. They're just in a different shade of red and blues. But then you do get a very nice image of the Amazing Spider-Man right there. Taking this one back out. You get this very nice window right there that shows the product. On the side, you get the Amazing Spider-Man and a promo image. Some more promotional images in the back. Some random bullshit right there that I cannot read. On the other side, another promotional image. On top, you get S.H.Figuarts The Amazing Spider-Man. On the bottom, you get a whole bunch of other bullshit. But enough about this packaging. Let's crack this bad boy open. Now getting a quick look at all the accessories that he does come with. He does come with an instruction sheet to show how to interchange the hands and add some of those web effects. I do like when companies throw these in. It just helps to not break your very expensive figure. Now getting a quick look at all the accessories that this figure does come with. Straight out the packaging, he does come with a set of web holding hands. He also does come with these open palmed hands. A set of wall crawling hands. He also does come with these relaxed hands. And you obviously can't have Spidey without his whipping hands. And he also does come with a set of pointer finger hands, so we can do that iconic meme where they're all pointing at each other. And unfortunately, I don't have a Tom Holland S.H.Figuarts Spider-Man. I did have that first release, but it was very inaccurate to the movie, and it was just a bad figure overall. But I do plan on picking up the newer version of him in the near future, so I can have all three of them pointing at each other. But for now, I'm just going to have Tobey and Andrew point at each other. And that's all the hands that it does come with. We knew going into this figure that it was going to be lighter compared to Tom and Tobey's figure. It doesn't come with an unmasked head, and it doesn't come with the two unmasked heads and the extra mask piece and the holding hands to hold that mask. But one major thing that for some odd reason S.H.Figuarts did not include was a pair of fisted hands. That's like the number one thing that you need to include with a Spider-Man figure. It's fist, whipping, and wall crawling hands. All those need to be included with a Spider-Man figure. So for them not to include a set of fists is beyond me. We got like three different splayed out open hands. We got those really wide open, the wall crawling, and the relaxed hands. I would have easily got rid of the relaxed hands or the open splayed out hands for a set of fists because yeah, man, that's just insane to me. Now he does come with several sets of webs. We get some long whipping webs, some shorter whipping webs, and a long swinging web. They're all the exact same that we usually see with all Spider-Man figures or all the MCU Spider-Man figures. Now they are a little bit more opaque, a white opaque compared to Tobey's web. As you can see, this one's a lot more clear, and these are a lot more opaque and have a white to them. And I like them, man. I do like them that these just kind of slip over the peg, and you can slip the hand right over them to give it a seamless look. And yeah, always love S.H.Figuarts Spider-Man webs. And here we have Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. And a lot of controversy behind this figure, man. Like I said earlier in the video, this was supposed to come with an unmasked Andrew Garfield head sculpt, but unfortunately they did cancel that. I don't know why they did, but you know, who knows. But this figure, again, is a huge controversy. A lot of things people were complaining about. The neck was too long, the torso was too long, the legs were too stumpy, the arms were too long. But when I look at this figure, this is 100% Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. He has a long, lanky torso, a long neck, and his legs look stumpy because if you look at some reference pictures of this Spider-Man, the costume itself kind of fit like a toddler's onesie. It was kind of baggy and it kind of sagged down here, so it made it look like his legs were stumpy. But this is accurate, man. This is 100% accurate Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. I honestly don't see any, like, the proportions don't look off to me, in my opinion. Even the neck, I feel like maybe a tad too long, but it's not even like where it's too much. I think it might be a little too long, but nothing too bad. But just getting a close-up look at the figure itself, it's a beautiful figure, man. I mean, the sculpted detail throughout the whole figure is just amazing. The web lines are nicely sculpted. The pattern on the red is nicely sculpted. Even this nice texture down his blue areas are nicely done. The spider's nicely sculpted as well. Paint is nice and clean. No sloppiness anywhere. I mean, it's a lot of paint that they had to put on those web lines and the spider right there in the chest. But yeah, man, I'm really loving this figure. Even the head sculpt. I mean, look at that. It's really nicely done. The white on the eyes is done well as well. The black rims around the lenses are done pretty well as well. So yeah, it's not a bad figure. It's one of my favorites this year so far. It's the perfect Andrew Garfield Spider-Man as of now, or the best Andrew Garfield Spider-Man as of now. I know we have that Mayfix one that came out back in 2014. We have the Marvel Legends one that I will compare here in a minute. And then we have a couple other ones, but none of them come close to this one right here. Now, again, the accessory department does hold this figure back quite a bit. No unmasked Andrew Garfield head and no fisted hands, which is my biggest pet peeve from this figure offering. I don't know why they didn't include it. It's so odd, but yeah, man, this figure, again, very beautiful figure. But by standing here for a second, even just in vanilla pose, it looks dope. Now bring in his Marvel Legends counterpart. The main reason I wanted to do this video was mainly for this comparison. And I know there's a lot of people out there that really love this Spider-Man figure, the Marvel Legends Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. I can just kind of get him to stand for a second. Bringing in this Marvel Legends figure right here, if I can just turn on my lights just a little bit more. When I got this figure, I thought it was amazing, and it still is. It's a really great figure. But now that I have him next to the S.H.Figuarts, it's no comparison, man. This S.H.Figuarts hands down wins. This one looks more like a comic Spider-Man more than the Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, and I think it has to do with the color. It all has to come down to the color. You know, the metallic red is what the Amazing Spider-Man is known for, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and this one doesn't capture that too well. The blues are a little bit off as well, and I think the head sculpt is a little bit off as well. Kind of doesn't resemble that Andrew Garfield head, but still a great figure. It's just not a such a great figure like the S.H.Figuarts is. And at the price point, this one was, I believe, like $80, and after shipping, it's like $90-something. And this one was $100 in a 3-pack. So you do get 2 additional figures with this one for the same price point, but the Tom Holland figure is it's ass. And the Tobey Maguire figure that comes in that 3-pack, it's alright. It's not a bad figure, but it's still not accurate to what we see on screen. But yeah, I think if you were to choose between the 3-pack and this one right here, I would definitely go with the S.H.Figuarts. I think this one's not even available anymore. It was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, and it's now sold out. But yeah, if you missed out on this one and this is your only option, it's not, you know, you will save yourself some money if you bought the 3-pack. But in the long run, I think the S.H.Figuarts is gonna stand the test of time compared to that Marvel Legends. But yeah, man, solid figure overall. Now let's get a quick look at articulation. And when I was articulating this figure earlier, I found something really interesting. When I moved his head up, I kind of saw something that was a bit odd. I don't know if y'all can see it from here, but do y'all spot it? When you pop off the head, he does have a flesh toned neck peg for whatever reason, which is really weird. I don't know why they didn't just stick a regular red hinge in there. Kind of is an eyesore when you're articulating that head. So he can look up this much. It is a double ball joint deal going on right here. You got the dumbbell joint at the head that connects to the neck, and then the neck is a separate piece that connects to the torso, and he can look up all the way up, man. And then he does look all the way down. Ball joints at the shoulder, and he does have a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows that bend in all the way. He does have a ball joint at the wrist that swivel and hinge up and down or side to side. And then he does have a torso, a ab crunch torso cut right here. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name. So a diaphragm cut, that's what I meant to say. They can pivot all the way to the side, and then they can pivot all the way to this side. It crunches a good amount forward and a good amount back. And then he does have a ball joint at the waist. So with those two, he can crunch a good amount back and a good amount forward. Maybe, yeah, a little bit more. You can crunch a little bit forward, but then it gets a little gappy in the back. And then the infamous S.H.Figuarts butt and crotch flaps. I'm not a big fan of them, but yeah, I can overlook it when he can kind of do this. So he does have a ball joint at the hip, and it can, without popping that off. Try to pop that back on. So without popping that off, he can kick this much to the side, this much forward, that much back, which is not the greatest, but still pretty decent. He does have upper thigh cuts, double jointed knees, and easily kick his own butt right there. And then he does have a ankle ball joint right there. Then go this much forward, which is a great amount, that much back, which is a great amount, and he does have ankle pivot and toe articulation. Now for some size comparisons. Here we have Andrew Garfield Spider-Man next to the Marvel Legends Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. And here he is next to the S.H.Figuarts Spider-Man No Way Home, Tobey Maguire. And unfortunately, again, like I said earlier, I do not have the Tom Holland to go with these two, but I do have the Mafex Iron Spider from Endgame. And Mafex really does need to redo this figure. It's not a good figure, man. I think they can do a lot better than what they did with this one. But the size difference right here is not bad at all. I actually like this quite a bit. And here he is next to the Marvel Legends Spider-Man No Way Home 3-pack, Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland. And these do not scale well with this figure. Tom Holland's almost the exact same height as he is, and he's the tallest Spider-Man of the three. So aesthetically, it does not work, and height-wise, it does not work as well. And there you have it, a pretty solid release by the S.H.Figuarts team. Now, some questionable things about this figure, like the neck peg being flesh-colored and the non-inclusion of fist, is a bit odd to me. Not sure why they didn't include those things. It should be standard with any Spider-Man figure. That's something that the Marvel Legends team would do, but I would have never thought that the S.H.Figuarts team would do. But here we are. Still a very solid figure. Definitely my favorite Andrew Garfield Spider-Man figure by any company, and it's not even close. Now, Mafex did tease some Spider-Man figures from No Way Home. They were very blurry and hard to see. Hopefully, we get some better images of those soon. And I know they're just going to knock it out the park. So this right here is a placeholder. But even when I get those figures, these figures are still going to be on my shelf. Because I just love Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, man. From day one, I've always thought he was a great Spider-Man. But all of a sudden, No Way Home comes out and the bandwagon started with everybody loving Andrew Garfield. Yeah, man, just know that I've been a real day one fan. So enough of me gatekeeping. Very solid figure, man. I do like the accessories that he comes with. Again, he should have came with some very essential ones like the fist. But still pretty solid figure. Anyways, enough of me rambling on. I know this kind of review was a little low energy. I am suffering a migraine right now, and I do apologize for the lack of reviews for the month of August. It's been a hectic month, man. been busy with dad stuff, husband stuff, and work stuff. And I live in Texas, and it's currently feeling like I'm gonna burst into flames every time I step outside. So even doing this review, I have all my fans off, and I'm drenched in sweat just doing this review. But yeah, man, make sure you hit that sub and that like button. I would really appreciate that. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of this figure, if you're picking it up, or if you're happy with your Marvel Legends, or if it's just a pass for y'all. And make sure you follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. The links to all those are in the description down below. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.